All right. So, does anyone want to recap what happened last time?
I'm
Ooh,
trying my best to remember. Anyone got to go at it?
I
I was
guess.
not there.
Right, you weren't. Uh, my mind keeps blending in like what might have happened like the session before that and last session, so I just am not certain of the timeline. So it might
uh,
be up to you.
shit. Uh,
Sorry.
last time, if I recall correctly, mm, Joshua was still up there trying to get a snack.
Yes, he spent quite a lot of time being snack happy, got
Yep,
pulled over by the cops once, made a brand new friend over dinner, and is also building up a feeding ground. He hasn't
that's
found
again.
Ivan yet, though.
I
He
don't
might.
found what?
He hasn't found Ivan yet, though.
Nope. Tried to go to the tower, but there were guards, so eh.
And I
Um,
think Lucian went to go talk to a elder who needed law help, and
that
has
was
agreed to
last
do
session.
so.
That was 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
Yep. He went to talk to his sire, who was still not the greatest interest in his progeny, and basically tried to win in by trying to ask him if there was any clinics in town that were not occupied, and indeed there was one. He went to it in perfectly Nosferatu fashion, using obfuscate, and he managed to find another vampire feeding on someone. I didn't manage to find who she was and what happened because a nurse caught him and he managed to bullshit his way out of the building before going back on the streets. And Ivan was in just leaving the close by um, clinic because he is still angry, he's still a bit uh, beaten. Well, not beaten, but injured. And he was out of option. He couldn't go near his friend because he was afraid he might film them and kill him. And he didn't want to hurt anyone, and that was basically at the stalemate. Celine Bao, Celine was last time she saw Ivan, she was giving him some quick fixer, some fruits filled with vitae, and
Yes.
then she
And then something happened. I don't know.
went back to her estate for night, and we're going to begin with her. Um, as you go back, um, you draw. Yes, you have a vehicle. As you
Hmm.
drove all the way back to your the little vineyard, you can see that there is a couple of people and two cars. One is Mary's car, but there are other people hanging out in front of your establishment. Not an establishment.
Okay. I'm a little wary now of this sort of thing, but I will pull in and approach.
I can see that Mary is among them. There is like two other people, two guy, but it seems to be vampires from what you can sense. And she was apparently in the middle of discussion when she sees your car and go towards you.
Okay, I'll get out of the car and approach them.
Celine. Well, um, I was. How to say that? I think we. I'm sorry I wasn't more present this last couple nights. But I think it's time we do this because we can let you just run around like that. Might
Like
be
what?
without help, without anyone having your back.
Okay.
we need to. We wanted to introduce you to, well, to Circle. Finally, tonight we have a little ceremony ready for you.
Okay. I guess I'm not prepared to meet anybody, but I
It's all right.
suppose I can say hello.
It's all right. It's for you. Don't worry. We don't. You don't need to do anything. It's just, you know, formalities, ceremony, all that. We've postponed this for too long, but we were a bit busy recently.
Okay.
Also, was.
Are they the ones that trespass on my ground?
What?
Well,
No. Did someone?
well, somebody did. Somebody came and left a skull in my cellar saying, if you ever want, well, I'm not going to say its name, but
She
I,
frowns.
I took that as a trespassing, and in fact, if I found out who did it, I would probably go after them because you don't come onto my lands without permission.
Can I see what they left?
Um, I guess I'll take her back into the cellar where that, the poem that they wrote is probably still hanging around because I haven't touched it. I'm like,
No, it's still around.
okay. I
She
assumed that this was some kind of hazing sort of thing, so I just didn't. I guess I didn't play along with it. At first, they left a mirror and some candles down here, so I smashed.
She look at the poem, the mirror, and then the skull unconscious. She hisses violently and kick the skull. Little fuckers.
Can you explain what this is?
Yes, this the work of the fucking Legos. They are a cult like us, but they worship darkness itself, void, and is gods of that kind of thing. They always try to undermine us. None of that we can. They're technically in the same team, but they'll try to convert some of our. They have nerve to come here, left this bunch of assholes. You didn't do
Well,
anything with it, right?
what's that?
You didn't do anything with it, right?
I figured it out by accident.
You can see her approaching the skull and crushing it under an eye hill. It's alright. That's why we should have waited so long for your ceremony. Sorry. If this happens again, well, I'm gonna have a word with them. Try to find them. Little rats are always hiding themselves.
So are these connected to the murders at the hospital? Doctor,
No, why would they?
I I don't know. There seems to be a lot of cults these days that I wasn't aware of.
They're part of a circle of the crown, like us.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Told you so. They just worship strange things, unsafe things. All right. No matter. We can talk with this with your friends, and let's go.
Okay. I'll lead her out.
She invites you to her car. Do you want? If you want to, or
Does she want me to get in?
she hints at it, but she don't. She doesn't seem very insistent. Oh, sorry.
I guess I will follow. She's my sire, so I'll do what she wants.
She invites you to her car. She's not the one driving it. You can see that someone else is driving.
Mm-hmm.
And she sits next to you. And she put her hand on your shoulder and said, "Don't worry, all right? We're just going to present you to, well, our group. It's not going to be, I'm not going to do anything tonight other that it's like a party, a welcoming party."
Okay. I guess I'll play along. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm not dressed for it. I guess I'll just go through.
It's all right. Nobody will mind. It's just your friend that's gonna call you, ask who you are, ask if you pledge yourself to to the circle, cause of the circle of the crown. Then you will drink a bit of the lacrima, and everyone will greet you, and we'll have a good time just talking. And no,
Celine will kind of like lick her lips and say, "Oh, see about Vitae. I
yes.
seem to have some kind of issue with it. I'm sure if I taste it, I may not stop tasting it."
What do you mean?
Well, do you know about the mall?
Yes,
Well, I was there
I've
with.
heard of it.
Well,
Prince.
there's. Do you want to know what's going inside of it? Because I could tell you that.
Sure. Do tell me.
So I'll go into details about the shadows and the marionettes, or the shadow and the marionettes, or the mannequins, I guess, and how I was able to destroy two of them by myself, but I was starting to get too hungry, and there was a guard that was in my sights, and I was hungry enough where I would have frenzied, or I was into frenzy, and I would have completely drained him out if my little brother Ivan hadn't stopped me. And drinking his blood caused me to come out of that. But ever since then, I've been a little twitchy around it.
Ah, Sanian. Well, the best thing to do is to go cold turkey. Don't reveal this to anyone, and just try to control yourself. Always be well fed, and don't touch your stuff for, well, as long as you can.
I could have told you that.
Well, that's the best advice I can give you. Just don't tell anyone it's a weakness.
Well, there's two ways to beat an addiction. You either prove that you're better, better for yourself and defeat it by being the better person of it, or you just indulge it and let something else grow inside.
Exactly. And you don't want to indulge it.
So I'm working on it.
Well, don't worry. There's not going to be Vitae tonight. We're not sharing Vitae like that. It's well, it's not profane to do so. To feed casually of someone else.
Well, okay.
You drive and well, You're waiting in the car for about 10, 15 minutes. You see that she is trying to make casual conversation with you.
I'll do my best. I'm still trying to process a lot of things that have happened.
And about sometimes she'll say, you're sure you're alright? I mean, I could call this thing off if you really want to, but
It's a little complicated, and I'm still trying to figure this out. I don't even know anything about this organization.
what organization? Our organization?
The Circle.
No, she told you about the circle. You told him multiple times you wanted to talk about it with your sire.
Okay.
She tried to recruit you to use. See, you have status in it. Now you know what
Okay.
the Circle of the Crown is a group of pagan vampires. Can worship. There's large, like, neo-pagans, hardcore pagans. There's some of them not even that religious, that are united in that they're usually rejected by the other, and they don't see themselves as a monster, more part of natural circle. They don't see themselves as dead, but always in change, and just have living as anybody else. And they have a mystical tool of them, crack, blood sorcery. Although it's pretty dangerous for one's
She'll,
mental stability.
she'll kind of nod somberly and speak to spirits or things like that too. It sounds like.
It's not strictly speaking the spirits. It's not a game. It's like out of character. You took the status in Circle of the Crown, so you already talk about this with your sire.
Right. That's fine. That's fine. But sure, I will go with her and go to the.
After about 30 more minutes of driving, you finally arrive at a little. It's really, you took dust road, and it's a little. It's not in a forest or anything, but it's near small woods, not a forest, but it's pretty tame. It's in between. Just a minute. Fields that are not actually, because it's winter, so there's nothing growing in it actually right now, but you can see lights coming
Okay.
from a small building. This little building, it seems to be, well, a source of water, and there's some people, like, not much, but there are a lot of people. Well, I just contradicted myself. Um, it's about 10 people just gathering around the building. The car are parked near. The place is lit with candles. Looks pretty good at night.
It's not enough to invoke frenzy, is it?
No, not enough.
Okay.
Not nearly enough. If that were the case, vampire wouldn't have survived the dark night, the dark age. Like, you can probably light a candle, and it's might be enough to invoke frenzy in a younger vampire, but not in a.
Not with those with a little more experience. Okay.
Yep. And you can see that some Everyone seems to be waiting, and you recognize a few faces, namely this big guy who you saw from far once.
Yep. I remember Ivan calling him Rasputin.
Yep. To this woman,
Okay.
this fellow,
Yes, I think Joshua ran afoul of him.
Yep.
But I don't know that.
nah, and a beautiful young woman among the others. You see Mary getting up again, saying, "All right, um, just come with me. Well, ceremony isn't started yet. We can chat a bit if you want to, or you can be left alone if you should like."
I guess I'll try to mingle.
Everyone, as you walk towards it, everyone turns their heads towards you, and most of them smile. The smiles seem to be earnest. Most of them greets Mary and nods to you.
I will, I guess, not speak until spoken of. I'm not sure how this works.
You can see that the Hierophant has a cup in his hand, and it smells of. Well, you already smell lacrimas, so yeah, it smells good. Many vitae do you have right now? Let's see. You're good.
Yeah, I have 7.
Yeah, you're more than okay. And you hear someone clap their hand, and you can see the Hierophant going near the well. Face is back to it, and everyone else arranged in front of him in a. Sorry. Ooh, what was I saying?
Everybody is kind of arranged around the well.
Yeah, in a semicircle, in an arc, in front of him. And people seems everyone nobody faces you but the Hierophant. Everyone have their back turned to you. Um, you can hear the Hierophant begin to say in a low voice. All right, there, brothers and sisters. Tonight we're here to celebrate a special occasion. Tonight we're here to welcome a new sister among us, a newborn into society, and new member of our family. He looks at you and say, "Celine, come here. Come, child."
I will come.
Everyone looks. You feel the gaze of everyone on your back, and arrive in front of your Yannick is big, more imposing that is. It would have seemed just a moment prior to this. Celine, we here are here in a secret place for us. We are here because you are of a blood. We are here because we need to ask you one question. Do you pledge yourself to a cause? Do you pledge yourself to a cause, to the Circle of the Crown as a whole, to the Mother Army? Do you wish to join us?
I do.
Are
And
you earnest in your request?
yes.
He looks at you deeply in the eyes, and for one moment he just seems to be waiting for something. And he nods his head. Very well. Doing this. And he begins to recite something in a language you're not familiar with. You can make me an int academics roll -4.
Okay.
It's ancient Sumerian, but the only one who could know how to speak that would have had to live there.
You have no idea what he's talking about. But he offers you the cup. It's not really richly decorated, but it seems to be handcrafted from wood. And
Okay.
inside it, there seems to be a small amount of lacrima, waiting for you to drink it.
Okay. I'll take the cup and I'll drink it.
Begin to drink, and it's really really good. You gain back 2 points of vitae as you feel the liquid down on your going down your throat. It's fulfilling.
Okay. Just like the part in the back of my head is that when does the hazing begin? You know, like, but I'll just go through with it.
The what?
When does the hazing begin?
The hazing? Don't know what that means.
Oh, like, you know, in
Like
fraternity.
roughing up someone who's trying to join an organization, doing some
Yeah.
sort of
Oh,
thing
yeah,
on them
right.
or embarrassing them.
Yeah,
Alright.
initiatives basically.
He offers you his hand and get the cup back. And he's got you near the well. You can see it seems to be a very dark water, really, really deep. There's ancient stonework around it. It's probably dating back to the medieval age or maybe late medieval age. You're not really sure. You're not.
Yeah.
You don't know a lot about European architectural background, but it's in a pretty good shape.
Okay. Well, I'll give him the cup back and I'll go along with him.
He combines you. He gently. He takes your hand without by the wrist, not in any like romantic fashion. And he begins to lowly chant near the water as he's kneeling, and he indicates that gently tug on your wrist to make you kneel too in front of water.
Okay.
And you're not sure what is. Again, you can make a check if you want to.
Sure. What am I rolling?
Intelligence academic -4.
No idea.
Yep. You have zero idea what this means, but you seem to. Do me a wit circles check, please.
That's a chance to.
Ah. You
Can I take
clear-
it as a dramatic failure?
No, because it just chins die, so it's automatically dramatic failure.
So it's all right. All right. Yay! There's a.
So you can hear him chanting. There's a name that come around and around like Sirona, and everyone, as just everyone's himself included, seems to stop as you all hear a whispers, a low humming coming from under the water, and everyone seems shocked at this. Like they were not expecting this at all.
Hmm.
And you can almost see something on the water, some form, and you just, you lean in to better see, and you lose your, seems to lose your sense of your footing, and begin to fall down the water as people you hear saying no before you fall down
Okay.
into the darkness.
Well, the
You
good thing is I can see in pitch black.
Yes, but this is really dark water. There's not really something to see. You see, the well is pretty deep and it's pretty wide too. So you manage to not get caught and have in it, but you feel something and someone near you. You can still hear the chanting. It's the humming. It's kind of beautiful, and you. Whoop, and you see a figure approaching you in the water. It's a woman. She's naked, skin is pale blue. There seem to be little scales around her arm, eyes, and private.
Okay.
Her eyes are that of a serpent. She is the one humming a song. She gently caresses your cheek before you can feel her pulling you out of the water while staying under it. And you can feel the strong grip of the earth getting you back and grabbing you and pulling you out of the water as soon as he's able to. And you gain a condition. You are now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I always forgot. It's spooked. Worst.
I already have spooked.
You're
So
already spooked.
it's because of the thing in the mirror.
Oh yeah. Um. No, you're obsessed about this lady. You got obsession.
Okay.
So I'll copy paste it to you. Basically, you lose a 10 again on anything that doesn't relate to your obsession. And you can shed this condition when you when you manage to purge yourself of this fixation. So it's gonna be a temporary quality, but every time you take an action that helps your obsession but hinder anything else, you can get a bit.
Okay.
And you regain your senses, and you feel Mary coming towards you and say, "Are you all right?"
Um what happened?
You fell. You're like, it's what happened? And you see your film saying, what did you do?
I saw a woman.
Woman. She. What did she do?
She touched me. She touched my face.
And did she say anything?
No, she didn't say anything.
You can see that everyone start whispering among them, and from get back on his feet and say, "All right, well, Everyone welcome on your sister Celine. And you can hear the audience is clapping, but they're not really into it. They're more. You don't know if they're scared or confused by what happened, but you're basically let off with Mary escorting you back. Like this is just a chance.
So, who was the blue woman with scales?
She looked at the Hierophant, who seems to be speaking with another woman that you saw, black woman with also serpentine eyes. And Mary look at you and say, "Well, she's a goddess, Sirona. I think maybe you saw her. It's. I'm not pretty well versed in theology, but I really don't know what happened. It's never happened before. I don't know if it's a good sign or not. When they're going to discuss it, I think.
You have a pen and paper?
Sure.
I'm going to take the pen and paper and then close my eyes, get the image, and then draw.
Do me a dexterity craft roll.
And I'm trying to remember as much because now I'm obsessed with it, so I'm going to spend a willpower. Does that give me 2 or 3?
3.
3? Okay. Oh, I'm still on chance die. Sorry.
It's all right. You managed to sketch a pretty decent piece of art. And oh shit, just meant sorry, I have to AFK just
Okay.
So I think last time we were considering like, what's Celine up to that she's out of communication with us for?
Oh, okay.
I think we figured it out now.
Yes. So
Our
Hey.
adventure's got a little bit tops up.
I'm back. What were you
Okay.
saying?
Well, we all now know the reason why Celine was so busy.
Yeah.
Getting dunked into a well will do that.
Every other world is serious business.
You can see that everyone is still talking a bit, but people are coming towards you, Celine.
Okay.
Most of them introduce themselves like in a friendly manner, like one of us know. Like you can see he's just saying, "Welcome, Celine. I'm male. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you.
You can see
And
Nosferatu saying, "Bragg, nice to meet you."
Jill, nice to meet you too.
So, what happened to you?
I'm not really sure.
Well, whatever happened, you must be a special cookie to get this kind of attention.
Well, it's news to me. I have no idea what just happened or what's going on. So, and then I'll just like remember specific details to try to, while we're speaking, right on the image.
Well, as wasn't supposed to happen. It's never happened before. I mean, as far as I know. Uh, like, who are you? He looks at you like trying to determine if you're who exactly you are. Like you said, he's pretty confused, but he has a happy smile and say,
Who's asking me this?
"This guy,
Oh,
I don't
Briak.
think
Okay.
Joshua has."
Hmm?
If he asks
Oh yeah.
who I, if he asks who I am, I'll say many things.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Always nice to meet you. You know, fellow crones, or cronies.
Cronies. Is that what
That's
we
my word.
call them?
No, that's my word for it. Everyone else hates it, but I love it.
I'll kind of sniff the air a little bit around him, but like,
Um, he smells of leather. Um, different kind of perfume. We must not like girls' perfume, boys' perfume. So maybe he may have mingled with a lot of humans recently. Got this scent
okay.
on him.
Now, is there any way that I could smell Joshua at all? Or is that too hard?
It's been
That's
like several days.
yeah. It's not going to be. You're not a werewolf, unfortunately, so
No.
you're going to be able to smell that.
Okay. Cute senses don't work here now. Okay, that's fine.
Not on the trace sold.
Yeah.
That's a problem. And I think he doesn't have great blood of Joshua on him because he drinks like a good boy, so he doesn't spill it out everywhere.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, go
yep.
ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, so I assume you're a Nosferatu.
That I am.
Hmm. You don't seem like a Coke Lamar.
I'm not one of them now. I'm just normal Nosferatu. You know, as normal as we can be.
So kind of nod. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Well, I'll see you around.
Yeah. See ya. Um,
And
if the Hierophant does arrive, or does want to speak to me, I do have some questions for him.
he will. Um, the girl Mal begins to engage you in conversation about gardening, and
Oh,
you
yes, I know that subject, sort of. I grow things.
yeah, she heard it from Mary that you are that you know how to handle plants, and she seems very interested in that. And it's idle conversation, you know. You can do me a wits empathy check. No, she seemed very honest and just happy to talk a bit about it, like about something else too. Maybe just put your mind at ease and just try to calm you
Okay.
from what just happened.
Um, is there any way that I can use socialize to try to open a door? Is that how it?
You have to have a goal.
Oh, okay.
You have to choose a goal, and then yeah, you can use socialize to
Well, without anything to go
manipulation.
on, I guess I don't really know of a goal apart from, oh, you like thing, I like thing too. Like,
That's basically it for now. Like it's
Yeah, you
yeah.
can cash a favor for later.
um
Well, I could see if she's into a specific type of gardening and if she needs assistance with some.
for now she just seems to try to know you better instead of
Okay.
talking a bit like what kind of plant you would like, what kind of job did you have.
um, I'm an
That
investor, an artist, you know, a farmer, all sorts of things. So I'll probably just go into those. Maybe even discuss Polish paganism for a brief moment and then stop. But yeah.
she seems to be lost at Polish paganism.
Okay.
But after a while, you can see the Hierophant just coughing gently and saying to Mary and Milo, let me speak with her. And they both oblige, and you're now alone with the man who Gustav called Rasputin.
Yes. Or Ivan called Rasputin.
Yes, I have.
Um, so I have some questions here for him too, but I'll let him go first.
Sure. Come walk a bit with me.
Okay. I'll walk with him.
So, Cillian must have. That's what's quite an entrance.
I hadn't intended on that if you're going to ask me that.
No, I'm sure you didn't. That's not how this works. Well, that could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. Apparently, you're at least somewhat favored by Cyril now. That's something. That is something, yes.
Well, I can only relate what happened, and I'll kind of relate it fully in every single detail I can think of. You know, being in the water, but not being in the water, what she appeared, the colors, you know, where they were, et cetera, and just retail it as much as I possibly can, down to every detail, so he knows I'm, you know, being honest with him.
You listen and nods and say, "Well, don't you worry. All right, this is a good omen. Apparently, you have the liking of Sirona as your sire may have told you we're known as the twin headers between, well, for the rest of the city. We worship two specific forces of nature. You might have heard of them.
Yes, I think they're the other group, the hunter types. They kept talking about a
Yes, well, we worship Kernos and Sirona. Kernos is an avatar of primal wilderness, chaos, and knowledge. Um, it's known as paganism. As the Horn One, it's an ancient sacred god. So is Sirona. She is goddess of serpent water, healing, life, death, and the moon.
I see. And those who worship the darkness speak to something else entirely different.
He spit on the ground and said, "They are a fool making deal with fallacious spirits and dangerous beings. We are not like that. We don't worship out of fear of for favor.
I see.
You know, we don't make deal with void. That's not what we are. Not what you are.
I do have a question for you.
Of course,
I'm trying to
What?
find Dr. Lawrence,
Lawrence. I've
The
heard of
one-
him.
the one who did the, well, who poisoned me and killed me. I need to find him.
Yes.
Apparently, he has a cult that he's surrounded, but he's still within the city. Is there anything you can do to help me?
Yes, there is. But I wonder if you really take someone else on. Did you ever kill someone?
She'll kind of smile and say, "No, but when you asked my younger brother to kill a person and give you their heart, I was considering helping him."
Your brother,
Ivan.
Ivan. Yes. Well, did you make any progress toward that?
No, because he turned away from it.
Typical.
You won't insult him in my presence, do you understand?
He looks at you and say, "I will say what I want in your presence." And the
Sure,
man is.
you certainly
Ge-
can, but you won't insult him.
I like you, Spunk, but he came to me wanting magic, but he wasn't ready to pay the price. That's all. I knew he
And
couldn't
that's the
follow.
price?
No, that was a test. But the price is something much more permanent. You don't need to console yourself with that unless you want to learn.
I'm still getting acclimated, I guess you could say. My main focus and concern is Dr. Lawrence.
Yes, but do you think you're ready to take him on?
That's the real question is he willing to prepare to see what he's created?
I don't know.
But as long as he lives, as long as he's out there, dozens, if not hundreds of people will continue to die.
Thousands, if not 100 people die every day.
True, but not by this.
No, by sometimes unnatural causes, sometimes by things far much worse.
You can't save them all, but you can stop this one. The true irony is that he did this to himself. He created me.
Do you just want revenge, or do you have more altruistic goal?
I have my motives.
I would like to know what they are.
I'm not sure if I can fully divulge them.
I'm not here to judge you. You just joined our family, as I said.
I think every person has two sides, and especially in this current state. You have the altruistic side, the one that would bring him to justice, and then there's the other side, the one that would use the same blowtorch I had and slowly torture him to death. So it could be one or the other, or perhaps both. I guess I'll have to find out to see when I get there. But he's only a man.
He looks at you when you say that and said, maybe. And how does that make you feel, wanting to kill men in cold blood?
Oh, it's not cold blood. Would I tolerate a pedophile or a mass murderer amongst my ranks? No, I wouldn't. Evil is only thwarted by the will to fight.
Hmm. He seems to consider your word for a moment. And once you're done with him, what will you do then?
One step at a time.
Maybe I can help you. Maybe. and need the approval of a prince to divulge what I know.
That's all right.
I didn't want to lose my position with her. It's too much. It's of too much importance for a group, for a circle. But I can maybe give you something to help you.
I would appreciate that. But is it given freely, or do you ask for something in return?
I do not ask for. I don't believe you have anything that will interest me. I do not wish to make you. To have you into my debt. Indebted to me. No, I can give you something that I crafted a while ago. It's of no use to me now. It helped me a lot when I started.
Okay, what do you
I
what
told
is
you.
it?
It's an item that can something created by sorcery. The skin of an animal that you can don to transform into said animal. It's a trick I know how to use with well with mm, power of the blood, but can be useful. It's not perfect, but
Well, at this point, information is what I need more than anything.
that I cannot give you free.
Well, I'm sure we'll stay in touch. If the prince, I will probably be meeting with her as well to discuss arrangements for transferring the elephant to my name and to see if I'm granted feeding rights or not.
Try to win some point with a prince and ask her to let you in on the case, and then I will be able to help you.
And Celine will nod and say, "Thank you. I appreciate your
That's all.
candidness."
That's all I can do for now.
And she'll
Say, well,
go.
I think you had to say hi to Ivan for me, and if it's still the deal is still on the table, if he wants to take it.
I'll let him know. Thank you.
He knows.
And I guess with that, I'll take my leave.
Mary accompanies you back into. See that everyone is still. It's going back to the car. Lots of you are wishing you good night and just trying to awkwardly be friendly because they are a bit concerned by what they saw or what they heard.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I have another obsession or another thing that's on my mind.
Yep. And Mary gives you a ride back and says, "Are you all right?"
Um, Probably not. But I don't know how to articulate that right now.
You want me to? I don't know what I can do.
I just need time.
Sure. I'll try to think of something.
By the way, if you ever need assistance and help, I owe you a favor. So feel free to call it at any
Favor for what?
for the fruit.
Oh, well, I do want you to come and learn with me how to take care of Mandragora,
Okay.
but it takes time and commitment. It's not an exact. It's not exactly a science. But I believe you will. You have a knack for it, I think.
Okay. Well, just if you say the word, otherwise, I'm sure in the next couple nights we can arrange to meet sometime.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry this night has been so disappointing for you. I mean,
Yeah.
disappointing. I know it's not disappointing. It's well, I don't know what to think of it.
I'm not certain either. But it could have been worse. Can always be worse.
Yes, could have always been worse. And she, well, you get back to your vineyards for the night. Your clothes are beginning to dry off. Your phone is, well, not dead, but you'll need to use a bag of rice to,
Yeah, dried out.
yeah.
Okay.